Morning, guys. Happy Sunday. Do you know what? I haven't bought a drink down here or anything with me. So I hope you're all good. I have just popped down to my office to do a quick live. And then I'm going back indoors to clean and to do Sunday chores. It's actually freezing in my office. I'm waiting for the heating to kick in a little bit. Hi, morning, Rux. Morning, Gemma. Right, morning guys. So I'm glad some of you are popping on. Feel free to tag your team. This is going to be a little bit of a training as well as a Sunday check-in with you all, because I wanted to share something that I think is really, really relevant. So I want to talk to you this morning about algorithms, and Sunday is like a really good day to talk a little bit about social media. I'm going to try not to make this too long because I know some people are a bit like, I don't get it, and then they get their mind blown and they switch off. But hopefully this is going to be like relevant to you guys, and it's going to be relevant for you guys growing your business a little bit further. So for the last few weeks, I have been scrolling through my Facebook, and I'm not going to lie, all I am seeing is Scentsy. I wish I'd videoed it before and after. But because I'm following a lot of Scentsy consultants, I follow a lot of you guys. I'm obviously friends with a lot of you guys. I also am friends with an awful lot of Scentsy consultants all around the world. I get added by people all of the time. And so I basically decided, when I went through my stories yesterday, I could just see sleep. And I thought, do you know what? I need to do something about this. And, oh God, please don't be offended. But what I've actually done is I've gone through and I've deleted lots of people. Anybody that I feel like I haven't really had like an interactive conversation with, I've deleted, and I've unfriended a few people on Facebook. But the people that I am friends with that are Scentsy, I have done something called unfollowed. Now, purely because I'm seeing all your Scentsy posts, which, not just you guys, but I'm seeing so many people's Scentsy posts, and I needed to change up my Facebook. I need to be interactive and I need to be social. So right now, we can't go and party. We can't get out and meet people. I can't go to out for breakfast with friends. I can't do all of those social things that I would normally be doing. And trust me, I'm a very social butterfly, so I normally have my calendar full up where I'm meeting friends, going places, going for breakfast, going here, going there, and doing all these different things, which is allowing my social calendar to be full, and it's allowing me to interact with people. And that's a way where I've always built relationships, and I've always built up my business within Scentsy. So right now, my only real tool for that is to social network. The other night we did 15 minutes of busting your business, literally doing our text blast, I meant to call it something else then, doing our text blast for 15 minutes, and hopefully you've seen how productive that could be. Last night while I watched telly, Mike was watching the football actually, I went through, and as I said, I've unfollowed, not unfriended, but unfollowed lots of people. I'm still friends with lots of people. It doesn't mean that I'm not friends with them on Facebook, but I need to use my newsfeed as a social tool. And I realise there's lots of people that I am still very good friends with, but actually they're probably not buying Scentsy as much as they normally would because they're probably not seeing me in their news feed. So doing a little bit of research on algorithms, okay, Facebook works on an algorithm, and one of them is based on who you're looking at and who you're following. So last night I unfollowed lots of people. This morning I went onto my Facebook and I literally flicked through my news feed, and I spent an hour in bed commenting and messaging on people's feeds that I haven't seen for ages. And I was like, oh my God, like she used to buy loads of Scentsy from me. She's a good friend. I'm commenting like a crazy lady, like happy birthdays, and oh my God, I'm really sorry you got COVID, and people that have gone out for really pretty walks yesterday. And I'm literally commenting like a crazy lady. It has resulted in £50 worth of orders this morning that have come in. Okay, so this is what I want to talk to you about today, is about the Facebook algorithm, and about really how it affects your business, and affects your business really massively, because at the moment we are a social media network business, and there are some people that are like, I don't want to just rely on my social media network. And you can't just rely on posting. You've got to make sure that you're visible to people. Really, really important, okay? So how do you make yourself more visible? I have done a bit of research as well, because I was like, I don't want to give you the wrong information just on what I've found, but pretty much it's saying what I thought. So Facebook is looking for three things. So is Instagram. They both work the same way. They're both run by the same platform. They work the same way. They are looking for three things, okay? Number one, who a user typically interacts with. Number 2, the type of media you're posting. And number 3, the popularity of the post. Now, who your user typically interacts with. If you are friends with lots of people that are sensy and you're commenting on all of your teamies and all of your friends that are within sensy and you're commenting on their posts, Facebook are going to fill your Facebook, your stories, your newsfeed with sensy. That they're going to think that that's what you want to do. They don't know that you're a consultant. They think that all you want to do is talk sensy, look at sensy, and that is what they're going to fill your newsfeed with. So, if you are interacting only with sensy consultants, that's what you're going to see in your newsfeed. Facebook is clever. They read it. They're like, oh, so they look for keywords like sensy. They look for keywords like wax melts. They look for keywords that we're using, samples, join packs, all of those things, and they will fill your newsfeed with them. Okay, so you've almost got to trick the algorithm a little bit. Don't unfriend people, unfollow a few people, and look at who you're interacting with. So for me this morning, I've interacted with 20 customers and friends, not just customers, friends, and I've genuinely interacted with I've liked their posts, I've loved their posts, I've posted gifts, I have commented, I've asked questions. Really, really important. I'm going to come to that in a minute. The type of media you're posting. Okay, this is something. Actually, let's just talk about who you interact with. So in terms of when you're interacting, you want to be asking questions. You want to be generating some kind of conversation. If somebody comments on your posts, exactly the same. You need to be asking questions. You've got to be generating comments. And the more comments that you can generate on your own posts, the better. So I will come back to that. But who you typically interact with is really, really important. And for me, all I'm seeing is sensy, sensy, sensy. You can also click on your favourite and you can click like your best friends and you can go and favourite them so that you never miss their news feeds. I think that's really, really important. So I spent some time doing that last night. The people that I really, really wanted to see. Faye, I see your Bridgerton post. I think it was a cross between that and your incredible wallpaper. But it went mental last night, didn't it? The type of media that's in your post is also going to generate likes and comments and shares, which is so important. So they're looking for things like videos, links, and images. If you are only filling your personal newsfeed and your customer groups with just sensy, people get bored, they get switched off. You've got to be looking at other things that are going to draw people in. Think about what you are engaged to. So this morning, I posted, this is on my personal profile, I posted a picture of the boys playing a game and they were arguing. And within 10 minutes, it had probably 11 or 12 comments on it. Lots were sensy consultants, but also lots were friends. And I put something, the caption was something really simple like, can your kids ever play a game without arguing? Because, oh my God, I'm sitting upstairs, putting my moisturiser on and sticking my hair up. And all I can hear is, you've done it wrong, no, you've done it wrong. And they're literally at each other's throats. Funnily enough, Ellis was the one kicking off at Harry, and Harry was the one that done it right, and Ellis had done it wrong. Standard in my house. So obviously I had to go and be the referee for all of 10 minutes and got them playing again, and then all's well in our house again. But posting something like that straight away, it drew in a lot of interaction. It drew in a lot of people. It drew in a lot of comments. People are commenting on it. Yes, I want to post these things. Well, no, I don't really want to post these things. Really, I'm like, do I want to post that on social media? Do I want the whole world to know that my kids are arguing? But it works in favour of your business. If you want your business to be in people's algorithms, for people to see you in their news feeds, you've also got to draw them into your real life. What's going on within your real life right now? It's not just all about sensy. People get bored with it, trust me. Trust me, 3 years in. So, videos. Videos that you have taken or videos that you've shared from somewhere. Ideally, if you can create the content, that's going to be more shareable, or that's going to be more likable. But if you can't create content, find something that's funny that other people are sharing. But you need to make sure that your content isn't like derogatory, isn't degrading. My husband's still on a Facebook ban for like 3 days because he shared some stupid video that he shouldn't have. I was like, please don't tag me in that, because I don't need to be near that. So if you're sharing the wrong things, Facebook will pick up on that as well. And obviously it comes down to the popularity of the post. So if your post has lots and lots and lots of likes, then Facebook see that and they think, oh, people want to see that account, and it will boost your account. So where Faye just said her Bridgerton post went absolutely mental last night, if that had 42 likes on it, for example, then Facebook are going to see that, and they're going to see that her page is something that is drawing people in, and they're going to post that in more people's news feeds that actually follow that page and like that page. So it's really important that you play an active role. This can't just be down to people aren't seeing my posts. I hear it all the time where people say, no one's seeing my Facebook posts. And I'm like, well, hold on a minute. What are you doing to make them see your Facebook posts? And your group is attached to your personal page. So if in your personal page, you're not using it, you're not drawing people in, they're not going to see your group either. It's literally as simple as that. You come attached to both. So you have got to work both social medias. So let me just give you a little bit more information on this. So 9 tips for you, okay, for working the Facebook algorithm. So I feel like I've definitely cracked a little bit of it this morning by unfollowing. I unfriended loads of people. I was like, I don't even know who these people are. So if I have unfriended you, I'm really sorry. Feel free to re-add me, or you can click the follow button. I am really sorry. But I was literally I went on instinct last night, okay? So first things first. In your customer groups, start conversations to get people talking. There's this new amazing feature that you might have seen where it says, Facebook has changed your post to a question. So ask your group questions. For example, shall I warm sea salt and avocado, or shall I warm snowberry cranberry kissed? Post a picture, give people a choice. It gets people commenting. You're breaking the algorithm. And then every single person that comments, you need to comment back, okay? You have got to comment on every single comment, even if it's sea salt and avocado and they just put snow-kissed cranberry. And you can ask questions like, do you like this scent? Have you had this before? Is this something, have you tried it? So that's like a question that you can ask. Breaks the algorithm, gets people talking. You can tag people in a question as well so that they actually answer. You could create a poll because it actually gets people clicking and answering, okay? What this does, it means, according to Facebook, one algorithm's key ranking is signals to whether the user has previously engaged with your page. And while no one is going to interact with your brand page, if they like your friend's page and likes, the shares go a really long way. So if you can get people liking and commenting and actually answering questions, that will go a really long way. The best way to earn more engagement is to be genuine. We know that. We've talked about authenticity a lot. Or maybe be curious, funny, interesting, or inspiring. Regardless, we have plenty of simple tips. I'm going to post this page that I found because it's quite useful and you can have a little watch. Okay, number 2, post when your audience is online. Okay, so if you've never used it, there's a button on your Facebook called engagement or interactions, and you can look and it will tell you what days, what times your audience are online. Write them down and then schedule your posts around those. If you're posting at 2 o'clock in the morning, no one's going to be seeing that unless you've got an audience that's all over in America, for example. So to break the algorithm, make sure you're posting when people are online. So I normally find there's certain times, like weekend, I would never post on a Sunday until at least 9:30, because let's be honest, everyone's in bed at the moment. I was in bed till 9:30 this morning. So look at, hold on, let me look. When your audience is online, you can also use your messenger for that, because on Messenger, it will show you who's online now. And if you can see lots of people are online, it's a good time to post, okay? But look at your page insights. You can also sign up to something like Hootsuite Analysis. I don't use it, but that works as well. Okay, 3, never post content like my husband that will get you down ranked. So if you're posting controversial things, Black Lives Matter, you're posting to maybe controversial Lad Bible, I find like some of their stuff on there is really derogatory to maybe women, for example. Some of it's really funny, but some of it's a load of crap. But you post those things onto your page, they're going to look at that and be like, we don't really want that shared. Facebook are really working hard at the moment, which is why probably lots of you are getting banned for really stupid things. But they are actually working really hard to try to combat things like nasty things being shared and like, you know, things being shared that shouldn't be, basically, that sometimes you think, how the hell has that just ended up in my newsfeed? And if you are, you know, if you're getting stuff like that turning up in your newsfeed, it means you've liked or you've shared somewhere that actually has caused that. Facebook has seen that you have a common ground with that somewhere, and that's why they've shared it. So make sure that you're, you know, not linked to anything that's going to get you down ranked with Facebook. And obviously there is that problem at the minute where Facebook are reporting lots of people, putting people in Facebook jail for the most ridiculous of things. Just be careful what you're posting, okay? Be careful. Post high quality videos that are longer than 3 minutes. So if you don't want to go live, do a Facebook video, make it longer than 3 minutes, post it on your group. That sort of thing draws people in. Loyalty and intent, videos that people search and return to. Video length and video duration is like people, if people can watch past the 1 minute mark and are any longer than 3 minutes and people actually watch that, that is like, that's gold dust for Facebook. And then originality. If it's a video that you've created, that's going to get more likes. That's going to get Facebook boosting your algorithm, okay? Pro tip, if you're a whiz at video, then make sure you're using Facebook Live video, which we do, which averages 6 times more engagement than a regular video. There you go. So if you've not been live on your Facebook, do it. Okay, post often and consistently. To give you a tip, actually, if you find what the most interactive time is on your customer group, and then you set an alarm to go live at that time every single day, your algorithm's literally gonna go through the roof. Number 5, post often and consistently. You have heard me say this so many times. So according to Facebook, pages are more likely to be meaningful to their audience if they're posting frequently. It's a signal that you will be placed higher in the algorithm in the newsfeed. Hootsuite, if you've never used it, that is like a scheduling post, and you can schedule to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere, all at once. Leverage Facebook groups that are meaningful to your audience. For example, find groups that are relevant, like Wax Addicts Anonymous. No, you don't really want them in there, really. But the Scentsy page, for example, Heidi and Orville's page, sharing things off there into your customer groups. They are going to be meaningful to your customers. If, for example, all of your customers react to videos of like kids behaving badly and doing silly things, then join those groups and bring those things into your customer group. It will boost your algorithm. Support organic wins with paid ads. I use ads, but you don't need to do that if you don't want to, but I do use ads. Let your followers know how to prioritize their content in their newsfeed, right? I guarantee you, most of your followers don't even have all notifications switched onto your page. So make sure they've got notifications on. Make sure they click the see first button. If you go live, for example, they can click the little button that says, click the button that makes sure you get my notifications when I go live. Someone said to me the other week, for some reason I see every single live that you do. It's because you've clicked the notification that says, click notifications when I go live. Simple as that. And it will pop up like a little message on your phone. And then last but not least is empower people to advocate for you. The more people you can get sharing, liking your page, sharing your group, sharing your link, again, that's just, referrals. So these are all things that can break your algorithm. Give it a go. You've got Sunday is like the gospel day. I think if you're going to sell anything, today is the day that you're going to sell. I think Sundays I tend to sell between 100 to 200 PRV on a Sunday. But you need to really think about what you're posting. Engage people. You've got this amazing sleep collection. This is a perfect time to message all of your customers. Post on your stories. Don't just post what you've seen, right? I've already seen 50,000 of the sleep pictures. Make your own. Get creative. Get in PicMonkey. Get on WordSwag. Make your own. Make it creative to you. Make it independent to your page, to your post, to your stories, because that's what's going to draw people in, rather than seeing the same thing over and over and over again. But honestly, my top tip to you today is to go through your friends list. Look at who you follow, who you are friends with. If you've got loads of people on your Facebook that you don't know, feel free to unfriend them, obviously. But more than importantly, if you've got loads and loads of Scentsy consultants that you're following, and I know that we're using it for inspiration, unfollow them, and you can literally go back and you can still follow them. You can still go on my page. You can still go on to me, for example. If I come up in your newsfeed 15 times in a day, then unfollow me. And I'm not saying that because it's unkind. I'm saying that because it's going to do your business the world of good, because you're going to see real, genuine people that you can interact with. And I promise you, that's when your sales are going to come in. So give it a go for me today. I've got the driest of hands, so I am literally abusing. I don't think I've got any left. Last little bits of hand cream. I am going to go and clean my house today. I'm going to go and clean all the floors and get sorted indoors. But go and break the Facebook algorithms as best you can. I will share the page where I've just got some of this info from, and create content that is real to you. Like, I know there's a few people that are like social media incredible in here, and I will ask them nicely today to share posts. If you've got a post that got like 20 or 30 comments on it, share it in here so people can see it, because I think some people need to see the realness and the lifestyle stuff. Like, and I know there are some of you out there that have got incredible social media that are smashing down the algorithm doors without even trying, because you're posting real life engagement. So like Faye, I know you're watching, please share your post that you did if you don't mind, because also your lounge looks incredible with that glimmer and glow in your new wallpaper. Share it in the group so people can see, like, and hashtag it, I am breaking a Facebook algorithm. That's going to be your task for today. Share that in the group so that we can break down those barriers and watch the magic happen. Sunday's where the magic happens. That's my quote of the day, and I'll speak to you all soon.